Hey, what's up? I'm here with Tim Scott from the awesome band Methane. How's it going, Scott? Tim?
Hey, what's up? What's up, Thunderhead, Grace?
What's up, bro? God. All right. So, you want to give us a history of the band, please?
History of Methane. Yeah. What am I going to say about that? I mean, we started out in 2012 when my brother moved out here to Sweden. Just kind of wanted to jam, put something together, get away from death metal a little bit, and yeah.
That's how it happened, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it's just snowballed from there, you know.
Yep.
I hooked up with my friend Jimmy that I knew he wasn't in the band. He's a real shredder, you know, and just started jamming and writing songs.
What kind of death metal were you into?
Yeah, I played in a New Jersey band a long time ago. Signed to a little tiny independent death metal label called Nuclear Blast.
Yep.
We were called Revenant. And then when Revenant broke up, I went down to South Florida for a while, and I was playing with Rob Barrett from Cannibal Corpse in a band called Hate Plow. Phil from Malevolent was in that too, Malevolent Creation.
Cool. What made you go to Sweden?
Yeah, I usually tell people I was tricked. No, I was married to a Swedish chick, and never lived here, so she wanted to move here. I was like, all right, yeah, do it.
And you ended up staying. That's awesome.
Now I'm here.
All right, can you let everybody know the members of Methane, please?
Yeah, that's kind of tricky. Right now, we're kind of like only 3 full-time members. We have myself, I play bass and sing. Jimmy Masterbow plays lead guitar, and we have just recruited Marcus Grunstrom on guitar as well, now that my brother was forced to move back to the U.S. Drummer-wise, we kind of have a Spinal Tap situation going on. We've had like 1,000 different drummers. So right now we have a guy who lives in Finland, Juuso Laukkanen. He plays live for us.
Cool.
And then we have a studio drummer, Jonas Arnberg, who also owns his own studio, so it's a great opportunity for us.
Oh, yeah, you guys can hook up right in his studio then.
Yeah, write the song, record it, we're done. It's awesome.
Cool. Who writes your lyrics in your songs?
I write all the lyrics.
Cool. And
Yep.
Do you guys like collaborate when you're recording and stuff, or do you do things, separately when you're recording?
Oh, we definitely. When we're writing songs, like Jimmy will come with a riff, I'll come with a riff. The drummer might have an idea, and we'll just start putting, and we'll play it, and we'll build it, and we'll tear it apart and rebuild it until we're happy with it. It's kind of like everybody has input in the writing of the music.
Nice.
They have input in the writing of the lyrics if they want to, but they all speak Swedish, so.
Oh, so.
Kind of have a monopoly on the English part.
Yeah. Now, do you understand the Swedish? Can you speak it?
Oh, yeah, I can speak fluent Swedish with a really bad American accent.
You want to let us hear some? No.
Ja, visst. Vad ska jag säga?
And what did you say?
Sure, what do you want me to say?
Actually, we'll have you announce the first track. Here comes Thin the Herd. We'll have you say it in Swedish.
Sure. You're listening to Methane och Thin the Herd.
Crank it up. was Thin the Herd. You know, what's going on with that track, and where did it come from, and where are you going with it?
Yeah, Thin the Herd. That's we're really happy with that song. I mean, that's the first single off our upcoming album. We released it back in September. Did an American tour for it already. Yeah, the song's about it came about when I was thinning my Facebook friends list, going through all the attention whores and the drama queens and all the unwanted dead weight on my friends list.
Oh wow, that happened on Facebook?
Thinning the herd, yeah.
Yeah, getting the herd. So, Methane is your band name. Where did you guys come up with that name, and why Methane?
Yeah, well, really, I was just looking for names, and methane's it's an explosive gas, and nobody had it. And it was kind of cool, And a lot of people think it's a shitty name, but
That's the only. It's pretty shitty, and that's it. It's Methane. It's a very. You can't forget it. It's a memorable name.
Sure.
You can sing it in the bathroom. Sing it anywhere you want.
Right.
What got you into music, and who are your personal influences?
Oh, well, growing up, I was always around music. My parents were hippies, and so I was always listening to music and always had musicians around me, and it's always been a part of my life, you know what I mean? Personally, I started to get into like hard rock and stuff when I saw a Kiss Dynasty album in a Sears Roebucks. Yeah, I mean, 4 demons looking at me. It's like, oh, Mom, I gotta have that album. Can I have that? And I got it, and I got to just listen to it over and over and over and over again. Yeah, that just progressed into like AC/DC and Motley Crue and Quiet Riot and all that stuff in the early 80s there. Yeah, my friends and I talked about putting together a band, and we always sat around listening to reading Hit Parader and this old hard rock magazines, and it was kind of like, yeah, I want to be like Nikki Sixx, do weird shit on tour buses. So I got to play the bass, and it's kind of where it started.
Did you play any other instruments as well, or it was always the bass?
I've always played bass. I can play a little guitar and a little of this and a little of that, but not really well. So.
And how did you become singing as well? I mean, your voice is so different and unique than what I've heard.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I don't know. I've done like backups my whole life. I never really sang, but Methane was the first like serious try at singing, and it's a lot of fun. I'm still learning how to do it.
Did you take like voice lessons or anything, or you just shot it from the hip?
Not officially, a lot of YouTube stuff.
Yeah. Singing in the shower, singing somewhere.
Right.
All right, we're going to check out your next track here. Here's Devil's Own. Crank it up.
Into darkness, my shadow's your shield. Follow me! Let's make a deal, drop the blood on the seal. Your soul's mine to keep. Now retribution for your sins. Weapon and virtue, a new end begins. Raise a brimstone, lose your mind, free your lust. Stealing time! zone. Blood. Just give away your soul. Blood. You're the devil's own.
All right, that was Devil's Own. I know you guys have a video out for that, and it's pretty cool.
No, thanks.
You're welcome. Where was that video, done?
I think, are you talking about the one in the Western one?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's actually, a lot of people are confused about that. They're like, you guys are from Sweden. Where'd you get to do that? There's a paintball place that just opened, or they were just building it, and let us in with our motorcycle friends to shoot a video. So it's like a paintball arena that's built like an old Western town here in Sweden.
Oh, that's cool, because we were watching it, and I'm like, I got to really ask him where that was located, because we're trying to think, well, maybe it's in Colorado. I see the trees, and I guess I was wrong. That video is cool, and the track is cool. So you guys did some touring last year in 2019. Where did you guys play, and what bands were you with? And, just tell us about the whole tour.
Well, we did some stuff here in Europe in the spring with our buddies Edge of Ever from Germany. And then when we released In the Herd, we got to go over to the States. We did a couple weeks over in the States with another Swedish band, Incarnate. What did we do? We did like 8 shows. Started in L.A., ended up in Denver. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Great. Played with Dragori in Denver and in Greeley, Colorado. Awesome band. Just had a blast.
That's cool. Did you have a lot of fans, noticing Methane while you were there, do you think?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. We met a lot of people. Like I said, we started in L.A. L.A. was kind of like whatever, but the shows just got better and better. San Diego, Arizona, just got bigger and bigger crowds, and sure, we met a lot of people.
That's cool. So, what's it like to be Methane when you're on stage? What do you think?
Yeah, personally, I just kind of like get real angry and go on stage and yell at people. Go off, have fun.
Do you guys have any like stage props while you're on stage?
No, nothing like that. Just kind of like step over the monitors and get in people's faces, and
that's cool.
Have a good time.
What's the scene like compared to being in Sweden? When you were in the U.S., is it different?
Yeah, I mean, the U.S. is a lot bigger than Sweden. You know what I mean? So it's a little different wherever you go. L.A. was kind of weird place. I don't know. And we got to Colorado. It was just awesome. There's like this huge thrash scene out there. Here in Sweden, there's really only gigs on Fridays or Saturdays, and there's not a whole lot of places to play. And the country's about the size of California.
Yeah.
You get down into like Germany and in the Netherlands and stuff like that. It's just crazy. Finland is a really awesome place to play too. A lot of metal clubs and stuff like that. And not so much here.
That's cool, and like a lot of festivals there as well. Not in Sweden, but in the other spots, right?
Right. Well, all over, and we have some great festivals here in Sweden as well. But that's a real culture out here in Europe. Not as much as in the States. Like everybody just goes to festivals all summer.
Yeah, that's true, and it's crazy.
You get to see a lot of bands, and camp and smell real bad and drink a lot of beer. And
we like beer.
Lots of beer.
What's your favorite beer?
The cold one.
Anything, right?
The next one.
Oh well, speaking.
I'm kind of a Pilsner guy. I don't.
Yeah. Do you drink out of a horn? A drinking horn?
Sure. I'll drink out of a horn. I'll drink out of a shoe. I don't give a fuck.
All right. Well, speaking of beer, here's one of my favorite tracks. I think everyone will like this one. Here's Blood, Sweat, and Beer. Crank it up.
sweat, and fear.
All right, I have to say I love that track, and could you tell everyone where that track came from? You know, the lyrics and just everything about it?
Yeah, kind of. Just what we were talking about, you know? We like beer, too. Yeah, you know, I mean, gotta have a party song once in a while, too.
That's cool. Now, do you have a memorable moment when you guys are on stage out playing somewhere, something, you know, blowing up or, you know, drinking out of your shoe or something on stage?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Just this last tour, we had a lot of cool, memorable moments. Like in LA, kind of a quiet night on Halloween, and all of a sudden, like, these 10 girls bust into the club and start. Oh yeah, it was totally sick, and they started the most violent mosh pit I ever saw.
Did you guys like join in?
We were just standing on stage like, what the hell? It was crazy. It was great.
Were they like broody looking, or were they like normal?
Yeah, they were all like dressed up for Halloween and you know, skimpy clothes on, and just started punching people. It's weird. It's great.
That's crazy. At least you guys didn't have dresses on, and you know, were joining in with them. That's cool.
I'm not saying anything.
There we go. So, what's your favorite track so far with your band?
Yeah, I mean, that's like, you know, I gotta choose one of my children, which is my favorite child. You know, I love the old stuff, but our songs are just getting better and better, and the stuff that's not released yet, I'm sure, is probably higher on my list just because I haven't heard it as much. But, yeah, you know, Devil's Own is one of my favorites for sure. Hang Me High. Yeah, you know, I just like, I love playing our stuff. It's a lot of fun.
That's cool.
It's really hard to choose a favorite.
Just pick them all. Do you know when you're going to be releasing the new album?
No, we don't know yet. Actually, we don't have a date for that. We do have we're going to be releasing another single from the album. I think it'll be released in March. And we're still kind of waiting for the right avenue, the right avenue to release the album. So, yeah, I mean, right now it's just kind of like keeping the name alive, keeping music coming, and the album will come when it's time, I guess.
Yeah, well, you don't want to rush it either, because then you might not be happy with it.
Recording's pretty much done. It's just kind of waiting for who's going to put it out, if we're going to do it ourselves or somebody else wants to put it out. Mm-hmm. Is it worth it, you know?
Right.
I mean, the record company, the whole recording industry is in a weird place right now. So,
Now, what would be the band you would like to tour with and why?
Slayer and Pantera both don't exist anymore, so those would be really cool bands to tour with. Heroes of Mine, of course. I'd love to, actually, Overkill would be cool to tour with.
Hell yeah.
Just because, I love Bobby Blitz and his voice, and their new stuff just kicks ass.
It sure does. In fact, I know the drummer,
All right.
Jason.
Yeah, cool.
We grew up with him. So we're...
Yeah, I mean, a tour with whoever.
And where would you like to tour? Where you haven't been, out there.
Yeah, I'd really like to get down to South America. I always see pictures and videos of crazy crowds down there. That would just be awesome. And I'd love to get to Japan as well.
Yeah. I've heard Japan
Those
is
are like
excellent.
two bucket list places for sure.
Where can people find your merchandise and purchase your new album when it comes out?
We do have a web page. We've got our YouTube. You can always talk to us on our Facebook, on our Twitter. Just look up Methane Metal. You should be able to find us wherever.
I was looking at your
Our
website
music's
today.
out. Yeah.
It's a nice website. It's pretty good. I like it.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Should be able to find some merchandise links on that. Otherwise, come to a show. Buy a T-shirt.
Exactly. Promote it. I know one of our listeners wanted me to tell you hello, Vicky Grandy. She said you know her well.
Yeah. Hey.
And,
all right. Hey, Vicky.
She wanted me to ask you a question. And she normally asks this during every interview. You can answer it or you don't have to. Do you like bubble baths or showers?
I usually shower. I don't even have a bath at home.
Okay. There you go, Vicky.
Yeah.
She always asks that, and she wanted me to say hey to you and ask that. So I said, okay.
Nice.
All right. So do you have anyone you want to give a shout out to or anyone out there you want to say hey to?
Just everybody that's been supporting us and helping us. Thanks a lot. Keep it up. Keep in touch with us, on our social media. It's social media for a reason. We like to be social, so
And drink
just thanks
beer.
to everybody for drink some beer.
All right. Can you do a shout out for the radio station for us?
Yep. This is Tim Scott from Methane. You're listening to the Thunderhead Show on Metal Devastation Radio, where metal reigns supreme.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Tim. Anyone out there listening, you can also, come on and chat and request Methane anytime. And you can always request it with most of the DJs, I think, here on Metal Devastation Radio. And we look forward to hearing your new album. And, keep in touch and let us know if you want to do an interview soon again.
Great. Thanks. Thanks, Grace. Thanks, Mike.
All right. Thank you.
No problem, Tim.
Good talking to you guys.
All right.